Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to All Things Hockey. And today we have a special video, and it is going to be my Capitals collection of cards. Everything minus, like normal rookie cards or canvas cards, the stuff that isn't Young Guns, autos, and jersey cards, essentially. I do have a Capitals collection of all that other stuff. I have one specifically for Ovechkin of numbered cards or just cards that I really like of his. I've got his little, actually an ornament over there. But regardless, I have a few Knights cards in the background since the Knights are my second favorite team. I got Ovi up there. I got Ovi over there. I have a few other things that I just don't have displayed, but that's okay. Regardless, we're going to get into this so I don't make this video too long, and we are going to start with the Young Guns. So starting with number 1, we have Riley Barber, and I don't believe he plays for the Capitals anymore. I can't remember where he went, but regardless, it's a very nice Young Guns. Next up is another person who does not play for the Capitals, is Stanislav Galiev. It's a Young Guns, so figured I'd put it in there. And the last Young Guns I don't have a lot for some reason, I'm trying to get some more, is Chandler Stevenson. And if you watch this channel frequently, you know that he has a special place in my heart, for I own one of his game-issued jerseys. So this man right here actually plays for the Knights back there. So either way, I love him, and I love the card. Now getting on to the autographs, I have a few autos that are just the autos, and then I have a few that are patch autos or jersey autos, but those are going to be throughout the jersey section. Starting with number 1 is Olaf Kolzig. I got this from a trade. Definitely one of the more interesting autos I have. It is cut off since it's a sticker auto. It's a very small auto, but still nice, from Parkhurst. Probably one of my, I have a few autos, but I have some top 3. Olaf Kolzig being in that top 3. Probably number 1 auto is Tom Wilson, signed at the Times draft. Tom Wilson, if you watch my channel, you know that I have that puck and 2 signed pictures that the Capitals sent directly to me. So Tom Wilson is definitely one of my top players from the Capitals. Next up is probably one of the nicest looking autos I have, card-wise, is the Evgeni Kuznetsov with that really nice background effect to it. This is also, I can't really tell, this is also a sticker auto. I had to look pretty closely, I forgot. But I just love his auto. He puts his number in there like a lot of people do, but it's just a very interesting looking auto. Next up are a few people that not a lot of people have heard of. One being Donald Brashear. I don't think this is, it's probably less than a $3 card, but this is just the sleeve I had put it in. I don't know why it's not flipped around, so that's on the back. But regardless, Donald Brashear from Be a Player. Another Be a Player, and you'll see a theme, is Chris Clark. Be a Player signatures. I love the jersey. The Screaming Eagle is by far one of the best jerseys that they've worn. I really wish they would bring it back, but I have it on there. And the last Be a Player signature is Brian Pothier. I didn't watch him play, so I don't know too much about him, but this is from 07-08, so it's a little old, but he's a Capitals player. And for some reason, the only Future Watch auto of the Capitals that I own is Tomas Fleischmann. Super nice auto. I just love when they break it up like that instead of just one scribble. It is numbered 54. It'll focus 54 out of 999. I don't know how much this is worth or if it's really worth anything, but it was either part of a trade or a pack of cards that I bought offline, and this was thrown in there. But only Future Watch I own. I really want to get some more. And for the last single auto, the only other autos I have will have jerseys with them, is a Semien Varlimov, yours truly. Just a super nice looking card, just overall clean. The back is definitely different than most cards you will see. There's really nothing on it other than him and the auto. So I just like how simple and clean this is. And moving on to the jersey cards. Now this first one is in fact a jersey auto. Only a few numbers away from his player number. He's number 23, and this is 28 out of 50. But Milan Jurkina, or Jurkina, just depends on how you want to say it, I guess. Anyway, jersey piece. His auto, it is a sticker auto, but just another one of those cards that looks very clean on the style of how they do it. This is, or was, one of the cards I used to have on display until I started my set that if you watch the channel, you know about. And if not, you know, check out some previous videos. I'm trying to complete the entire Capitals lineup for the current season. And that being said, here is one person from that lineup. Lars Eller, from when he was on the Canadiens. Now, I don't have Capitals cards for everyone on the lineup, as you'll see as I get throughout this. But I want to say that this was thrown in with a trade from 12-13 Series 1. But that is a Lars Eller. Hopefully in the future I will be getting his Capitals jersey card. Next up is another player who unfortunately doesn't have the Capitals jersey. But that is Carl Hagelin. 2 jersey pieces, treasured swatches. I bought this off of eBay for like $3 or something. Figured, you know, start off cheap, and then, you know, the more I move up, I'll upgrade the cards. But he doesn't have a Capitals uniform since he's only been on the team for a year, so I don't think he has any jersey cards for the Capitals at least. So just went with that. It's a nice looking card. Next up is one of the top players, or I guess you could say second to top, third to top if you count John Carlson. And that is a Nicholas Backstrom jersey card. I love the outline, or whatever you want to call that. It just looks super cool with how they did like that rainbow mirror design. It says mirror all over it. But that is a dual jersey card just like that last one. So that is super solid, and that is number 49 out of 150. So that's really nice. And another card that unfortunately isn't his Capitals jersey is a TJ Oshie fabric of the game. But I just love how they do that with the name of the team when he was on the Blues. Numbered 34 out of 150. TJ Oshie. Just another super solid card. Definitely going to be getting one of his Capitals cards hopefully soon. Probably one of my top jersey cards, or I guess it's a patch auto, is Jonas Siegenthaler. Numbered 46 out of 249. I got this from a trade. Very, very happy with this. I love the patch. I can't put my finger on exactly where it is, but I also haven't looked super hard. I'm thinking it might be part of the L on the uniform, the lower side, or the T or the L over there. But that is from the cup, something I have not opened, but I got, like I said, I got this in a trade, so I'm very fortunate to have this. One of the cards that I have recently bought in the past month, I want to say, is a Mike Gartner and Tom Wilson Knights in the City. Just a super different card. Not very easy to find this. It is numbered 93 out of 99. But I mean, how could you pass it up? Mike Gartner and Tom Wilson, arguably 2 of the best players on the Capitals. And I love how they did the different logos for the years that they played. Definitely a different card than you are used to seeing. Now we are getting into some of the current players. Some of those were current players, but some of the better current players. One being the Alex Ovechkin UD game jersey that I miraculously pulled out of a case of, what was that, Series 08-09 Series 1. I got a case of, I don't exactly know what they're called, but they were the packs that were in the cardboard hanger type deal, and I somehow managed to get an Ovechkin card out of that. Absolutely love it, and what's even cooler is it was when he was the alternate. So hopefully one of these days I'll get one with the captain, but either way, I absolutely love this card. Next up is a card I don't usually have on display since I have the auto, but an Evgeni Kuznetsov. This was one of the first cards that I had gotten for the team. Bought this off of Mercari. I believe it was with a few others, and I just got lucky that this was in with them from 1920 Series 1. I just love the cup design. It's just such a cool design. You can see in the background, I've got Alex Tuck with the cup design. Just super nice looking. Someone who, people love this man's name, and you might know why. Alexander Semien. Game worn gear. It's another one of the very first Capitals cards that I had received. It might have actually been with that Kuznetsov, but he doesn't play for the team anymore, unfortunately. I'm not actually sure where he is. But regardless, there it is. Now we are down to the bottom few. A few of these names, like this next one, Viktor Kozlov. This is interesting because it's an orange piece, and the Capitals, as far as I know, have never worn orange. So I might have to look into this because it doesn't specify. Freaking autofocus. It doesn't specify why it's orange. So if you know why it's orange, please leave it in the comments so I don't have to scour the internet to figure out why. Maybe he played for a team with an orange jersey at one point and it just happened to be carried over. Next up is another Nicklas Backstrom. Definitely nowhere close to as cool as the one from earlier, but I love that he's got the 40th anniversary, I believe that is, patch, and it's a very simple jersey card. Next up is another player who unfortunately doesn't play for the Capitals anymore, is Madison Bowie. I love the design of this card. It's a little weird, the color of the card. It almost looks like it's worn out by the sun, which is a little weird, but anyway, I like the design of it. I like the borders. Just an overall nice looking card. I have another card similar to that up there, that black obsidian, but it's a little bit different. Another one of the cards that I absolutely love the way they went about it is another Alexander Semien, and they did his number, and I just love that, just like that Blues card. I love when they do something different, when it's not just a circular or a rectangular or a square piece. They actually put some effort into how they go about it, and that is numbered 41 out of 49. So that's decently rare, you know, not super crazy, but enough to be pretty neat. And another player, you're going to see the theme that a lot of these players don't play for the Capitals anymore, but Marcus Johansen. And fun fact about Marcus Johansen is he was actually the first autographed puck that I ever bought for the Capitals. When I first started watching hockey, it was pretty cheap. You know, I didn't want to spend $100 on a puck because I wasn't super into hockey at the time. But I loved, you know, I was getting into it. And Marcus Johansen just happened to be one of the cheaper names that, you know, still played and wasn't, you know, a super obscure rookie. So it's really cool to have that. And down to the bottom 4, possibly one of these might be one of my favorites, and you'll know why in a second, but Braden Holtby, dual materials. Got this for a really good price, considering that it is 2 different colored jersey pieces, and I know a lot of people don't think that's a big deal, but you might not know that that actually does change the price a little bit. Most of these cards that you see are either both white or both red, but I got really lucky to get one of each, and I think that's just perfect for summing up the Capitals colors in general. Last 3, one of the best goalies, Olaf Kolzig. I had his auto earlier, but here's one of his honorary swatches with one of my favorite logos. I actually did a little sticker. I made some stickers the other day. Capitals and the Knights, since they're my 2 favorite teams. Kind of odd since they played each other in the Stanley Cup Finals, which I called at the beginning of the year, and can't believe I was right. But that is Olaf Kolzig. And possibly one of my favorites, just for how I pulled it, is a Alexander Ovechkin and Ilya Kovalchuk, Thrashers and Capitals. This was the first Ovechkin card I pulled. I damn near had a heart attack, and if you watched the video, you'll remember that. It's just super cool to have Capitals and the Thrashers on this at the same time. And that is also as the alternate, but it is his home jersey, and it's the black part. So that's really neat. I love that. And lastly, and these are not in any specific order, that just happened to be how I sorted them out, is one of my most recent cards from, I believe, my last video, the Evgeni Kuznetsov UD game jersey from 2021 Series 1. Like I said, I love the way they did the design. They did it almost like the blade or the stick tape. Very different from what they usually do, but even though it's still technically a rectangle, it's not just a circle in the middle. They actually put some thought into the overall design of it. So if you enjoyed that, and you would like to see more, comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe so that you know when I upload, or hit that bell, which would be even cooler, and you'll know when I send out more videos. Next video I'm probably planning on doing is an overview of my Knights cards. Those are just a few of the beautiful cards I have in the collection, and I have tons more on the way. I've got a bunch of Capitals and Knights cards to fill out the lineup. Once those come, I will be so close to finishing. Only issue with the Capitals is they have a few rookies who don't even have jersey cards for any teams at all. So it's going to be a little hard. I might just have to go with rookie cards, or maybe Young Guns if they have them, hopefully. But regardless, thank you so much for joining me today on this elongated video of my Capitals collection, and hopefully I will see you in the future.